for. I am reminded of Indian traditions about the speech at the convocation. It was said that in a Gurukul, the head of the Gurukul only spoke twice. Once, when the young student had come to the campus, he would receive them on the campus with open arms, would indicate to them what they would be doing in their life here on the campus. And the second time he would speak when the graduating students leave the campus. Of course, the tradition had changed. It should have been the right of the head of the university to bless you and to say wise words. But as systems have changed, some of us have been requested and asked to come and share some of the thoughts, and I thought this is an opportunity given to me. All that I would do in my next 10 to 15 minutes, bring to you the kind of field in which you are going to work. The life outside is so different, and therefore what you should expect outside is that all what I like to say today. I must say that you are entering into work field at a time when there is a lot of transition taking place across the globe. India, therefore, is not untouched. Economic slowdown is mentioned by Shri Ganpat ji in his message. But I believe that the systems developed in this country, though cannot remain untouched with the slowdown across the globe, but I am sure with the kind of manpower, the kind of thought process, in the kind of sense of sacrifice the people of this nation have, this slowdown will not affect greatly to this great nation. This is my belief. I also mentioned that you are part of a great civilization, which is almost the oldest in the universe. It has a composite culture. It is a mixture of civilizations. It is not one single civilization. The country is so large. Let us believe that the success of secular democracy in a nation of 1 billion people with such diversity is viewed with admiration. I think there is no doubt about that. World look to this country with greater admiration, particularly the way the democratic functioning takes place. You expect that when there are admirations, many of the people don't like such admiration. And therefore, as a reaction to growing admiration to this country, there are others who are very jealous of us. And therefore, I like to point to you that incidents like what happened in Bombay is purely outcome of such jealousy to the growth and admiration which these people of this nation look for. I am equally confident that with the highest level of intellect, the commitment to our people, to the nation, and to the ideals of brotherhood, propagated none other than Mahatma Gandhi ji, that we will thwart all the designs of such people who have jealousy with us. All that I request to all of you, that we must be vigilant and committed. The continued growth of our economy has enabled the nation to focus on improving Human Development Index. Many times people ask me that we are in the growth levels of 8 or 9%, though even with slowdown, we are expected to be 6.5 to 7% GDP growth. But various indices which indicate related to human life still tend to be far behind than the globe. It must be realized that the growth must percolate down to the people at large. And only when the levels of education, the levels of health, and the levels of poverty are addressed to, then only then the fruits of GDP growth would be considered to be beneficial to all in the country. It will not be possible, in my opinion, if agriculture remains untouched or out of this growth process. And I therefore believe that the role as a graduates of this university to all of us is that we produce quality agriculture equipment, implements, develop simple systems, better scientific methods, so that the agriculture productivity can be improved. And only when that the agriculture productivity will improve, that the migration from villages would stop to going to cities. And we all know that the quality of life in cities not as good as one thinks, which runs far. The quality of life in hinterland is still very attractive, and only when that agriculture show up, and which I presume in the last year has shown up very well, in future would ensure that we spend much more in the rural areas than what we currently do in the urban areas with poor quality of life. We are also aware that this country has made a tremendous progress in the area of IT, in the area of biotechnology, and we know that the service sector contributes to almost half the growth which is coming in this country. And if we want to accelerate the growth in these three sectors and continue to receive the leadership, we require the manpower which is creative, which have innovativeness, and its knowledge base is second to none. And therefore, it shall remain a role of all, not only of the government, but all philanthropic units, all people of this nation, that they all join hands to produce this quality manpower. And to that extent, I must congratulate Ganpat University to have been partnering such a vision for the country. We are reminded almost every day that we are a people with almost 25 years of age group. 50% of our population currently in the age group of 25 to 30. What that would mean to all of us? When you compare to European countries, we are in a much better position. You all know, youth have tremendous energy, and if this energy can be channelized into that direction, they can achieve wonders